Hi, this is Shamil from English German Islamic College, Wanaburi. I feel very happy to stand before you to upload this video. I shall tell you a beautiful sentence which covers the alphabets from A to Z. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy duck. This sentence covers all the letters from A to Z. What I am trying to say is that whatever we know is a drop, whatever we do not know is an ocean. When we are a reluctant learner, we can come to know whatever we do not know. Now I shall tell you the importance of Elizabethan era and the writers like Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Thomas Keat, Thomas Howder, and Ben Jonson. These writers have contributed a lot in English language in Elizabethan era, and this work cannot be forgotten by anybody. This work is benefited by ancient people, modern as well as for the future generation. I am going to highlight the work of these. I am going to speak about Elizabethan age and modern writers like Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, Thomas Keat, Thomas Pratt, Ben Jonson, and other writers. They had contributed a lot to English literature in Elizabethan period. They were living a selfless life. They were not worrying about others. They were worrying about their contribution. They went on contributing something for the Elizabethan period so that people were benefited from ancient era and modern people as well as the posterities are benefited. Their work cannot be forgotten forever. They went on writing continuously without having any distraction and worries. And they wanted to contribute something for the people. They were contributing till the last breath of their life. The Elizabethan era took place from 1558 to 1603. It is considered by many historians to be the golden age in English history. During this era, England experienced peace and prosperity while the arts flourished. Elizabeth was the daughter of Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. As she grew older, Elizabeth became celebrated for her originality. The period is famous for the flourishing of English drama and playwrights such as William Shakespeare, Christopher, Thomas Keat, Thomas Pratt, Ben Jonson. Like this, they were contributing their work continuously without having any problem in their contributions. Thank you. It cannot be forgotten by anybody. Like major writers of Elizabethan period, Edmund Spenser, 1522 and 1599. He was known for his fairy queen. He emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty and accepting responsibilities. Thomas Pratt in the year 1503 and 1542, and he was a great politician, ambassador, and lyric poet. He was known for his sincerity and authenticity. No, I should tell you the importance of Mr. Henry Howard, one of the founders of English Renaissance of poetry. He was the first cousin of both Queen Anne and Queen Catherine. No, I shall tell you about the Philip Sidney, 1544 and 1586. He was a great English poet, scholar, and soldier, and he wanted to bring a kind of reformation to the society within age. He was known for his Aristotle and Stella. He was also known for his literary criticism and the defense of poesy. No, I should tell you the prominent figure of Elizabethan age who is still remembered by everybody, who is none other than Mr. William Shakespeare, 1564 and 1616. 1616 was an English playwright and poet, actor, and greatest writer in English language. He is often called England's national poet and bird of heaven. He was known for his beautiful work like Macbeth, As You Like It, Julius Caesar, King Lear, Much About Nothing, Twelfth Night, Merchant of Venice, Antonio Cleopatra. These are the famous works were written by Mr. William Shakespeare. He has written more than 37 plays. These plays are known for his beautiful contribution. No one can forget the prominent figure like Shakespeare in Elizabethan age. He was the greatest writer and actor of Elizabethan age. No, his work cannot be forgotten forever. He is a person who enacted the drama lively. There was no kind of exaggeration in his drama and work, and he was known for his beautiful contribution and for his beautiful characterization. No, everyone likes his drama, so that he is still remembered by. Now I shall tell you the work of William Shakespeare in a chronological order. Henry IV, Part 1, 1589 and 1590. Henry VI, Part 2, 1590 and 1591. Henry VI, Part 3, 1590 and 1591. Richard III, 1592 and 1593. The Comedy of Errors, 1592 and 1593. Titus and Andronicus, 1593 and 94. The Tavern of Shrew, 1593 and 1594. Two Gentlemen of Verona, 1594 and 1595. Love Never Lost, he had written in the year of 1594 and 1595. Richard II, he had written in the year of 1595 and 1596. Midsummer Night Dream, he had written in the year of 1595 and 1596. King John, he had written in the year of 1596 and 1597. Merchant of Venice, he had written in the year of 1596 and 1597. He had written Henry IV, Part 1 in the year of 1599 and 1598. Henry IV, Part 2, 1597 and 1598. Much Ado About Nothing in the year of 1598 and 1599. Henry V, he had written in the year of 1598 and 1599. Julius Caesar, he had written in the year of 1599 and 1600. As You Like It, he had written in the year of 1599 and 1600. Twelfth Night, he had written in the year of 1599 and 1600. Hamlet, he had written in the year of 1600 and 1601. Merchant of Venice, he had written in the year of 1600 and 1601. Troilus and Cressida, he had written in the year of 1601 and 1602. All Well That Ends Well, he had written in the year of 1602 and 1603. Measure for Measure, he had written in the year of 1604 and 1605. Othello, he had written in the year of 1604 and 1605. King Lear, he had written in the year of 1605 and 1606. Macbeth, he had written in the year of 1605 and 1606. Antonio and Cleopatra, he had written in the year of 1606 and 1607. And he had written the Two Noble Kinsmen in the year of 1612 and 1613. Like this, he had written more than 37 plays. In each plays, he gave message to the society. He was the greatest writer in English language. He is remembered even today because of his greatest contribution. His work cannot be forgotten by anybody. Take an example like Macbeth, Julius Caesar, Henry IV, Henry V, and Henry VI, As You Like It, Midsummer Night Dream, Measure for Measure, Twelfth Night. This work cannot be forgotten by anybody. Each work has given a message to the people. People were benefited from ancient and modern as well as posterity. So no one can forget Shakespeare. So everyone likes Shakespeare because of the characterization, because of the simplicity of the characterization, which was designed by Shakespeare. All his characterization lived lively in his plays. There was no any kind of exaggeration in his plays. He wrote the plays by keeping the people in their mind. People have enjoyed by reading the plays of Shakespeare, and everyone, even college school students, and from scholars to school students or college students, everyone likes the plays of Shakespeare because of their characterization, because of their non-exaggeration of their characterization. And he performed and acted and contributed the work in an efficient manner, so that everyone likes. If you think about English means Shakespeare. Without Shakespeare, there is no English. People enjoyed a lot the work of Shakespeare. People enjoyed Julius Caesar. People enjoyed Macbeth. People enjoyed As You Like It. People enjoyed Winter's Tale. People enjoyed Two Gentlemen of Verona. People enjoyed Julius Caesar, people enjoyed all his work because all his work enacted lively. Everyone thinks about the characterization of Julius Caesar. How was Brutus? How was Cassius? How was California? How was Portia? Suppose you take up Macedonia's Antonio, Basania, Portia. Suppose you to go for Macbeth, so Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Duncan. Like this, people remember the characterization continuously without forgetting the name of the characterization. So people enjoyed a lot in such a way he designed and made the work so that he's remembered even today by everybody. People have not forgotten Shakespeare. People cannot forget Shakespeare. People won't forget Shakespeare forever. People will be remembering forever Shakespeare because of the work was enacted by Shakespeare in a lively manner. So he was called a national poet and dramatist of English language because he was known for his beautiful plays. He was known for his beautiful characterization. He was known for his beautiful performance. He was known for his beautiful lively characterization. Now I shall tell you the theme of Macbeth, how Macbeth was enacted by Shakespeare, ambition, evil and black magic, how a man spoiled himself by having the ambitious nature. Once the Macbeth was informed by witchcraft that he is going to become the king of Scotland, he went and informed Lady Macbeth. When he went and informed Lady Macbeth informed Macbeth to kill the king of Duncan to become the king of Scotland. So this is the ambitious nature. By having this kind of ambitious nature, so a man who ruined himself, no one is responsible for his degradation. A man alone is responsible for his degradation. In this play, Shakespeare has narrated the message beautifully to the people. People understood the importance of life, how the life should be lived. Life should be lived like this. Life should not be lived carelessly. No one is responsible for our recklessness. We alone is responsible for our recklessness. We alone is responsible for our position. We alone is responsible for our life. No one is going to take our life. Whatever we have not got, we must like whatever we have. So whatever is given by God, with which we have to live happily as well as peacefully. We should not have a longing nature and ambitious nature. If you have longing nature and ambitious nature, this nature will spoil the life of a person. No one is responsible for the spoil and exploitation of a person. He alone is responsible. Suppose I have been given something by God, I am responsible for my life. I am not going to have a kind of longingness. If I have longingness, how my life is going to be ruined, how my life is going to be spoiled by myself, and I am not going to do anything by having the present status. Whatever I have, with which I should live happily, I should not have any kind of longingness. The longingness and expectation, ambitious nature will spoil a man. So that Shakespeare beautifully advised the readers, man should not have ambitious nature. Man should have in contented life so that they can be happy forever. In this play, how he beautifully enacted, how he beautifully sent the message to the people. People have understood the importance of life. People should understand we should not have any kind of ambitious nature. If you have ambitious nature, we will not have life. So they start thinking ambitiously. They start thinking contentedly. They want to live a life without having any kind of problem. This is the beautiful message was conveyed by Shakespeare in Macbeth. When we talk about Julius Caesar and logic and language and politics and morality, how people make conspiracy in the politics, how people make conspiracy in the politics, how people die and love for the fame. Once the hero was loved by the people of Rome, so other people have got a kind of jealous, this jealous nature, and politics, they make a politics and they make a conspiracy. Through the conspiracy nature, they spoil the life of Julius Caesar. This is not a good intention. People should understand life is given by God. Life is not given by anybody. We should not think that I am going to make the life, whatever the cunningness is there in our mind, that cannot be possible for us to develop the life incessantly. We have to think that this is life. This life is given by God. This life is made by God. This life is adopted by God. This life is observed and seen by God, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. God is everywhere. God sees in everything in the life. He's not going to have any kind of problem in the life. Like this, he beautifully told the message to the people in King Lear. Shakespeare tragedy open to many critical interpretation. Major theme in the play, conflict between good and evil. What was the problem in human being? There was a good and bad, and there was always problem between good and bad. There's always conflict between good and bad. So people are fighting between good and bad. People are not thinking that this is a good, this is a bad. How people should be. People should have broad-mindedness. People should have harmless nature. People should have good nature. People should have harmless thinking. People may not have cunning nature. People may not have jealous nature. People may not have any kind of bad intention. These are the intention will not help a person to come up in the life. People should live always in a broad-minded manner. People should always live in a good manner. People should always have a harmless nature. People should not think that I am the only man who is smart, and there is always conflict between good and bad. And finally, which is going to Iago is jealous of Cassio. So prejudice, manipulation, jealous. Othello is regarded as a beast by others' character. He is black. He is jealous of Cassio. How the hero killed Desdemona by having a jealous nature. How the jealous nature spoils everyone in the play. Because if we don't have a jealous nature, we can live a life. As Shakespeare has beautifully narrated the play by conveying the message to the people, how people should understand the importance of life, how people should not have jealous nature. If we have jealous nature, what will be the nature of the future? So what will be the status of the future? The jealous nature will spoil everybody just having anything else. So they must not have jealous nature. People should avoid jealous nature. People should have broad-mindedness. People should have accepting nature. People should have forgiving nature. If they have, these are the good qualities, this life will be a beautiful life. In this play, Shakespeare has given the beautiful message to the people, how people should live a beautiful life, just having a jealous nature, just having the manipulation, just having the what kind of jealous with others we should not have. So we must have happiness with what we have. If we be like this, life will be happy, life will be beautiful. Life is short. It is up to us. We make it smart or worst. We make it smart. We should not make it complicated. There are people who are making the life complicated by having the harmful nature, by having the jealous nature, by having the manipulation, by having these are the useless intention and useless characters. These characters and intention will spoil a man by not having the life happily with their wife and others. People should not have all this jealous nature. This jealous nature will spoil the life of an individual. It is a beautiful message which was conveyed by Shakespeare beautifully in this play Othello. Hamlet. Hamlet was written in the year of 1599 and 1601. It was a beautiful play which was written by Shakespeare. It is Shakespeare's largest play to the words of 30,557 words. It is the largest play. What was the theme of the Hamlet? Hamlet, as he decides whether to revenge his father death by murdering his uncle. How people take revenge. Suppose father died, the hero was trying to take revenge his uncle by having the revenge nature. How the revenge nature will spoil a man. People should not have revenge nature. The revenge nature will not give him a peaceful life. Revenge nature will spoil everyone by not living a peaceful life. So that Shakespeare has beautifully narrated the play. In each play, he has given the message. When we talk about Merchant of Venice, he has given the importance for friendship. When we talk about King Lear, he was given the importance for father and daughters. When we talk about Othello, he was giving about how suspicious nature are spoiling the people. When we talk about Macbeth, how ambitious people are spoiling themselves. When we talk about Julius Caesar, how conspiracy spoiled human life. When you talk about the Romeo and Juliet, how love spoils, how love makes everyone, how politics makes and spoil everyone, how people make manipulation in all the situation without having any concern towards the human being. People should have a kind of humanity. Humanity alone will give you a life. If you don't have humanity, we'll have manipulation, we'll have jealous, we'll have cunning nature, we have cunning mindedness, we have all these qualities. All these qualities will spoil a person by not living their life happily as well as peacefully. Shakespeare has written 37 plays. In all his plays, he has given the importance of love, importance of humanity, importance of ambition, importance of peaceful life, importance of conspiracy, importance of bad nature, importance of cunning nature, importance of friendship, importance of conspiracy, importance of politics, importance of morality, importance of suspiciousness, importance of cunning nature. Everything were given by Shakespeare. How he was worrying about the people. People were benefited by undergoing and reading his plays. His plays were useful for the people of ancient and for the people of modern people and for the people of posterity. All these three generations are benefited by reading the plays of Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a person. Not only he was a person, he was a great dramatist, and the dramatist was giving a message to the people. So he was not writing the play merely. He was writing the play but to give some message to the people. People should understand their life. People should understand, if you be like this, what will be the status. If you are good, what will be the status. If you are ambitious, what will be the status. If you are cunning, what will be the status. If you are good, what will be the future. If you are bad, what will be the future. If you are noble, what will be the future. If you are conspirate, what will be the future. If you are noble, if you are a good creation, what will be the future. If you are innocent, what will be the future. How people love. People should be loved by people. Even after our death, people have to remember you, so that it is a real life. When we live, people may praise you, people may talk to you, people may love you, but when we die, people should cry for you. When they cry for you, it's a real life. When people love you, God will also love you. People give you more concern, God will be happy to see your beautiful creation, how my creation has gone to world and performed well. This is a beautiful message was conveyed by Shakespeare in all his plays, so that I was very much impressed and inspired through his plays. His plays have given a good message to the people. So everywhere people think of Shakespeare, how Shakespeare was giving message in all his plays. So people we may become aware of everything. Suppose a man who is not aware of anything which is happening in the society, people may aware of good thing, people may aware of bad thing, people may aware of harmless people, people may aware of harmful people, people may aware of cunning people, people may aware of brand people, people may aware of politician, people may aware of conspirator, people may aware of everything. People can aware of everything only by reading the plays of Shakespeare. So Shakespeare has made like that, so that he is remembered by all the readers even today. He cannot be forgotten by anybody till the last life of the universe. People will be thanking Shakespeare for his beautiful work, for his beautiful characterization. There is no exaggeration. All is natural characterization. So all the characterization have lived in his place. So when we go and read the plays of Shakespeare, we think that all the characterization were living. Brutus was living, Antony was living, Antonio was living, Bassanio was living, Scotland, Duncan was living, Macbeth was living, Lady Macbeth was living. All were living. They were not enacting the plays. They were living in the plays. All his characterization lived beautifully, so that they are still remembered by everybody. So this is a beautiful work of Shakespeare in Elizabethan age. So I like to give some information of Shakespeare. Shakespeare has given a great contribution to the English language and Elizabethan work. Ben Jonson was an English playwright and poet. He is best known for his satirical plays. Every Man in His Humor. He is generally regarded as the second most important English dramatist. He was the greatest critic of Shakespeare. He was criticizing all the work of Shakespeare. He had a profound knowledge in English language. So he was criticizing the work of Shakespeare. He was the only critic who was criticizing the Shakespeare in all his plays. So he was a great English dramatist. He was a great poet. He was a great human being. He was a great social reformer. He wanted to bring a kind of reformation in the society. That was a good intention of Ben Jonson. Ben means Benjamin Jonson. Now his work, he was known for his beautiful work, Wolf, Alchemist, and Every Man in His Humor. What he was trying to say in Wolf, how the greed drives the search of money, search of power, search of respect, how it spoils the life of a person. So people, when we go in search of money, when we go in search of power, when we go in search of respect, so we will have a kind of consequences. So he beautifully narrated the work by giving the importance of greediness, how greediness spoils everyone in life. Alchemist was a beautiful work, was narrated by Ben Jonson. Every Man in His Humor, how humor plays an important role in everyone's life. So this Ben Jonson cannot be forgotten by anybody. He was a person who was a straightforward nature, who was giving feedback to all the work of Mr. Shakespeare. So he was a great man of a great Elizabethan period. Cannot be forgotten by anybody. Like major writers of Elizabethan period, Edmund Spenser, 1522 and 1599, he was known for his fairy queen. He emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty and accepting responsibilities. Thomas Watt in the year 1503 and 1542, and he was a great politician.